In this week's Realty Rant, Victoria McGuire and Kathy Anderson from Cooperative Real Estate are here to discuss unique issues that face military buyers and sellers. And we're also going to talk about maybe renting versus owning for military families. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. I cannot believe we haven't talked about this yet. Last time you guys were here, we were celebrating 50 episodes. This is such a huge, I think, thing for people to know. Let's talk about the benefits for military families here in the Bay Area.
Yeah, well, first we wanted to tell a little bit about our background and why we wanted to talk about this, because I am proud and honored to be a military brat and a
You
military
say that proudly.
wife.
I love it.
Yes, my dad, I want to give a shout out to my dad. He was 26 years in the Army, a Sergeant Major, Green Beret, 82nd Airborne, jumped out of helicopters, and just really super proud of him. And then my husband, Naval Academy graduate, just retired from the Navy about 3 years ago. And of course, I'm very proud of him as well. And Kathy.
Yeah, tell me about your husband, right?
So my husband is active. He's out at MacDill, and we've been here about 2 years, and we intentionally chose Tampa Bay as our home to end his career. And we've traveled extensively, sold and bought many houses, so it's just a natural transition to go into real estate here.
Well, and we were talking about how many military veterans are here, or current, military members as well, and a lot of people retiring here. You travel the world, and then you go, hey, let's end up in Tampa. This is a good spot to be, correct?
Yes, and there's a lot of military, the facilities here are wonderful. So you do have a big, huge number of military retirees here. They want to be typically close to the base so that they can use their privileges of the commissary and the exchange, and of course our wonderful beaches and everything that draw people to this area. So we have moved a lot, and so we know what it's like for the military member to uproot their family. I've moved over 20 times in my life, so I can really relate to what they're going through. And I think working with someone that's been there, that knows their language too. The military has their own language. I don't know if you were aware of that, but I think there's something like over 12,000 acronyms that the military has, and just having someone that knows where they're coming from and what they're talking about, I think really helps.
Well, and one of the biggest things that we were talking about too is I think when you do travel so much, maybe the biggest hesitation is I don't want to buy because I know I'm going to have to move. What say you? I mean, you really could be missing out on a great investment opportunity at the very least, right?
Right. Yeah, Kathy, did you want to talk about
So
that?
for us, we bought, each time that we have moved, we've actually invested in a home. And sometimes we have used that as rental property after we left the area, and other times we've sold it. It's all about knowing what makes sense in each area, and that's why I think it's important to work with people who have had that experience.
Victoria, I know you just had a great example we wanted to share of how a military family was able to make quite a bit of money. They ended up just having to sell their home.
Yes, exactly. I had sold them the house when they first moved to the area. It had only been about 5 years ago. Then they were up for PCS, which means they had to move. And I sold the house for them again. And just in that short time frame, they were able to make $70,000. So that's huge for our military members. They don't always get paid quite as much. So to be able to invest in real estate, whether you're going to buy and sell it if the market's good, or if you've got to buy it and hold on to it and keep it as a rental, that could give you income to supplement your retirement indefinitely. So it's a definitely good option.
Well, and I'm assuming there's good programs, loan programs for veterans as well. I mean, what do you think people need to know in regards to that?
I think it's really important that whenever you choose to take this step, that you become an informed buyer. There are many options, so you need to investigate. VA has 100% financing. It's available. People should definitely take advantage of that, because and again, it's working with people who know those things, who can help guide you in the process.
And then again, that's why I love your team. You're not only just helping, I mean, you really are truly helping from someone who knows and who has been there and who has walked those steps in this family life.
Exactly, yeah. And the VA loans are pretty complicated, so knowing the ins and outs of those, we've got to work with different appraisers, the inspections require different things, and then our military members aren't always reachable, so to be able to fill in their spot, we have to go above and beyond, and we're happy to do that. And we also wanted just to share that we are offering an incentive to our military members. Yes, because we just are so proud of them and so thankful for their sacrifice. So if you buy or sell a house with us, we will give you cash back depending on the purchase point of the home. and we'll also provide you with a free home warranty.
Yeah, oh, that's so awesome. Ladies, thank you
Yes.
both so much for being here this morning. Thank your husbands for their service, but more importantly, to the spouses. I know sometimes they don't get kind of the credit they deserve as well, but you're moving right along with them, and what an honor. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, you can see all the Realty Rant segments, of course, on realtyrant.com. There's the number to call to take advantage of those offers that they were talking about this morning as well, and we look forward to seeing them next week. All right, up next, we take a